It took some time, but things are starting to finally come in. Spider-Man, collector boosters, Pokemon. I mean, yeah, I got booster boxes now. I'm excited. In fact, one of these booster boxes, the Stellar Crown, is the first box that I've ever purchased for myself to like keep. I've never actually been able to get my hands on a booster box before. So that's technically the first one I've ever got, and I got it in Hawaii. And when I tell you I screamed at the dude at the TSA, I am not kidding. I thought it looked like a razor blade. I thought he went to go open my box, and I was like, no! But he didn't, thankfully. So, yeah, bunch of stuff. Here, I got restock on the Paldea Evolve booster bundles. They're on the site right now. I'm down to my very last holiday calendar. Black Bolts, ETB, and booster bundle. The winner didn't claim their prize, and I do have a 1 week limit for where you can claim your prize because shipping and all that, and things change and all that jazz. So keep an eye out for those guys on the website. They might go on the site soon-ish. I might just hold on to them. Maybe we'll do another giveaway where they'll be the prize again. And yeah, I'm just excited for a bunch of this stuff. You can't even see half the stuff down here, but I got the Duskmoor Commander decks. I got a bunch of those. I got your Lost Caverns of Ixalan, whole bunch of these Commander decks, all full sealed cases. I do have sealed cases, so if you're a sealed case collector, I mean, they still have the original Wizards factory tape on them. Like, if you're interested in full sealed cases, let me know, because you can get those. Obviously, Final Fantasy, still got some of that. I know the Final Fantasy restock is supposed to be in the line queue somewhere for reprints, but in the meantime, if you need your fix, I do have the Commander decks. I have one of the deluxe kits left, which do come with the booster packs in them, so something to keep in mind. There's other stuff. I have a new distributor. They don't do cards, but they do things like, this is Nano Block, for example. So I am jumping into this market a little bit. So I got these guys. I got the Miraidon Nano Block. I recently built a Nano Block for the first time ever. My son found this, what was it, the Pink Orchard thing? Whatever. And it was, he's obsessed with it. So I was like, yeah, let's build it. Whatever. Little thing, tiny. It took me like 3 hours to build. They're so small. They're not kidding when they say nano. They are tiny. So if you get one of those and you plan to build it, make sure you got the space, because you drop one, it's gone forever, and keep an eye out for that. Gengar is on the way. I have Lapras right now, but I will have a Gengar. It's already shipped. There's a couple of other fun things floating around that you might be able to like spot throughout here. Most of the stuff's on the website, if not all of it. But in connection with the nano blocks and the Miraidon and all that, this distributor that I'm working with, they are heavily involved with the toy market, the collectible toy market. I do have a handful of these figurines, these action figures of some of the new Spider-Man characters, and they do come with exclusive cards for these guys. Like, they're actual full art borderless cards. They come with the action figure. They're pretty cool, and it's the only place I could find them was with that distributor. I couldn't find them anywhere else with anyone else. So if you're looking to get your hands on those pretty exclusive cards, I will have them shortly. But the other cool stuff, and I wish I had it now because it's not going to be here till late October, and then the other one won't be till November, but they do statues. We're talking like 12 inches, 24 inches. They have life-size statues if we really want to get crazy. But I did order, and it's already sold, but I did order a handful of Wolverine masks. And they're already gone. Like, I already sold all those. And then I also have a Daredevil one, because I really love Daredevil, and I want to make a few videos with the Daredevil helmet, and it comes with the batons, and they connect. Yeah, whole bunch of cool stuff. So if you happen to be like that side of collector, action figures, figurines, like collectible stuff, let me know what you're looking for, because there's a good chance I can get it. And yeah, I'm excited for that. So mostly I'm trying to find things that like coexist with the TCG world. Right, so if I sell Pokemon, so I want to have Pokemon stuff. I sell Magic, I'm getting Magic stuff. Lorcana, it's a little bit more shaky because it's more like just like Disney in general. But like I could get a bunch of those. They're not necessarily Lorcana themed because Lorcana is just based on Disney characters, and that's what I would get is Disney characters. So you know, if that's something that speaks to you, it's super important that you let me know because I do not intend on filling up my shelves with a bunch of random stuff that I then cannot move. So the way that that's going to work is when you guys say, "Hey, there's this thing," or have you heard of this thing, or do they make this other thing? I will find out for you. I'll bring it in, and yeah, we can figure that out. And as always, I try to be super competitive with my prices, so you know, there's that. And if you don't know, and you should know, in most states, 49 of them, minus Washington, because that's where my LLC is, there's this thing called Nexus. And I've talked about this in some other videos, where if you make a certain number of sales in a specific state, then and only then do I have to start charging tax. Until I reach those thresholds, I don't have to charge you tax. So pretty much anywhere in the States, if you're watching this video, except for Washington, there's no tax when you buy from the tcgclub.com. Just saying. That's a cool thing. It can't last forever. Obviously, once I start reaching those thresholds, they're huge thresholds. They're astronomical thresholds. It's ridiculous. Yeah, so I'm going to be pretty much tax-free for a long time, I suspect. There's a bunch of other things going on in like the Magic world, the Pokemon world. Like this guy, for example, I got one of these from my distributor, and I got the other two at full price. These guys have been, it's release week, so it's largely expected, but the price on these things have just been fluctuating wildly. Right now they're in a big decline, and so I've just been kind of scooping them up as they drop lower and lower, because why wouldn't I? You know, Magic's one of those things, it's one of those weird things where it's like, yeah, right now, like this guy, it's dropping in price. It seems like it's not the best thing to get your hands on, but then in 2 years, this thing can double in price. If it's anything like Final Fantasy, it'll go way higher than double. It's not going to be Final Fantasy. Let's be clear on that. It won't be as good as Final Fantasy. But the fact that there are a handful of cards here in this box that pay for this box at current prices, like, that's insane. Especially when you consider like 8 or 10 of the cards. A lot of them are variations on the same card, but a lot of those cards are worth more than these boxes, including the crazy Cosmic Foil, which from last I checked, there was a confirmed sale for $15,000 for the Cosmic Foil Soulstone, which can only be found in these boxes. But I have seen them listed higher than that. I don't know if there's been any more sales. I haven't checked in the last day or two. But I do know that there was a $15,000 confirmed sale for a Cosmic Foil Soulstone. Again, they're only found in these guys. No, you will not find this on the website just yet. I'm going to hold on to them for another couple of weeks, because usually what happens, you get your pre-orders, the prices go way up, and then they plateau a little bit, and then there's usually a little bit of a decline. Final Fantasy was a weird one. Don't think about Final Fantasy. Usually a little bit of a decline and as the set releases, and for the next few weeks, it just kind of does this. Sometimes it goes way down, sometimes it goes way up, and so I'm going to wait a few weeks once we've flatlined again. And then after the flatline, that's when the boxes typically start to bump up in value over time. So again, keep an eye out for these, but they won't be on the site for a couple of weeks at least. And then if you do want to get one, today's going to be the last day based on when I upload this video. Today's going to be the last day. If you go to the tcgclub.com and you let the page load, you're going to see a little red button towards the bottom. And if you're on mobile, it's going to be like right in the center on the bottom. It just says giveaway with white lettering. Click on that. All you have to do is just put in your email and submit. That's easy. You're in for the raffle again. Not very many people are going to see this video. Usually the day I upload my video, I only get 100 or 200 views. So you'd be in a super minority. And so that means your odds of winning it are going to go way up. If that's not what you're interested in, the winner will also have a choice to win my only Mega Evolution enhanced booster box. So you have a choice. You could either win this guy or you could choose to take that guy. So you get the winner will have a choice. Whichever the winner doesn't choose, the other item will eventually end up on the website. And yeah, I got some Japanese stuff hidden in the back. I don't think that's even public on the site right now, but I do have it. So if there's stuff you're looking for you don't see on the site, just shoot me a message either through Patreon, or you can go to the website itself, and on the contact page under the more button, there's a contact. You can shoot me a message and inquire as to like what's going on, because again, not everything is technically on the site. Most of it is, like 99% of my stuff is on the website, but not all of it. Now for Spider-Man, I have 5 booster boxes here of the Play Booster. I have 2 more cases on the way. They should be here on Friday. So in total I have 17 boxes, which I think might actually be the most number of a singular booster box I've ever owned in my entire life. So yeah, 17 Spider-Man Play boosters. You know, if the world ends and I'm stuck with 17 Spider-Man Play boosters, I think I'm going to be having a really good time. Like, I always think about people like Pokey or Rudy with Alpha Investments. Like, what happens if the world were to ever just end? It's just an apocalypse. Everyone's hunkered down in their bunkers. Those 2 people are going to have a blast. So they're going to be able to draft and play this game forever. I would love to be in that position, but also I need to move my stuff because, I'm not a big wig like those guys are. So a couple of other things, again, associated with like the nano blocks. I was able to get my hands on the Pokemon mini bag. This thing's gorgeous. It was the last one. I cannot get more of these. This is the only one. It's on the website right now. I will not be able to get more of them unless they make an announcement that they're going to make more. So there's all that jazz. You can't see it above, but there's this 4D build thing that I'm working on. I wanted to have one for myself, and I'm in the process of building it. Obviously, the other starters need to be built and put on here, which I will probably build Squirtle tonight and get him situated. But if this is something you're interested in, I could definitely look into bringing these guys in too. I thought it was going to be like Legos. I thought they were going to be blocks. It's not. They're like cardboard. It's pretty cool. A little flimsy, but it's pretty cool. And yeah, so that guy's going to just stay up there for the time being. So I talked about the giveaway. The giveaway, today's the last day to get in on it. I will do the drawing for it. As you're watching this video, I'll do the drawing tomorrow. So there will be a short with the winner announced in there. So keep an eye out for that. And with the start of October, there will be another giveaway. Same premise. It's going to be the same giveaway button at the bottom of the screen. Hop on down there. If you want to get additional entries, you can improve your odds of winning. I believe there's 4 additional things that you can subscribe to. It's got my YouTube, which you're watching right now. It's got Facebook, it's got Instagram, and I think TikTok's on there too. Like all my social media platforms. But for everyone that you follow through the giveaway button, you'll get an additional entry for. So you can maximize that. And then, of course, the other one I haven't talked about, if you happen to be a site member on the tcgclub.com, which again is absolutely free, that'll get you an additional entry. And then for the Patreon members, you guys automatically all get an entry there as well. So if you really want to maximize and get all 7 entries, that's how you do it. The email, the 4 social medias, Patreon, and the other one that I'm blanking on right now that I just talked about. Site member. Site member. That's an important one. I shouldn't forget that. I got a lot of other stuff hiding down where you can't see. I'm looking into getting Union Arena. I just picked up this box of the Union Arena Code Geass the other day just so I bought this from a local card shop just so I could open up packs on videos and check them out. And Code Geass is my favorite anime, so this seemed like a no-brainer. But I am looking into bringing this guy in. I'm looking into Gundam card game. Bandai is another weird one. They really like brick and mortar, so it really comes down to if my distributor can get his hands on it, because he doesn't care that if I'm brick and mortar or not. Just, so I can technically get my way in there sometimes. There are some really big restrictions, though. Like, for some reason, when it comes to Lorcana is one of those ones where it's like, if they're found out to be selling to a non-brick and mortar, they lose their ability to buy them. So still waiting on Lorcana to see if there's a way we can sneak in for that, but keep an eye on the site for Lorcana. I do have 9 boxes, one from each set, minus Fabled. I don't have Fabled. I have double up on, which one is this? This is the Floodborn, Rise of the Floodborn. So probably going to end up putting those guys on the site sometime in the next week or two, just to get them off my shelf. I've already had to, you can't see it, but there's another shelf around the corner that way. I've had to start moving stuff to because I'm just outgrowing the space, and I like to be kind of organized where I can. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff going on. Just wanted to talk your ear off for a minute.